So I managed to get the ATN Shot Trak bolted onto my HW97 and head it down to a local farm I've got permission to shoot on. And while skulking around this very dark shed, I spotted a mixture of different corvids, jackdaws, rooks and so forth, just the other side of a big pile of potatoes that's used to feed the cattle after being put through a diet feeder. Now there was a decent sized rook about 30 yards away, so I rested the rifle on the wall, took careful aim, and when the bird sat still enough, I took him with a nice clean headshot. Now the farmer had been telling me that there was a lot of birds in and around the dairy, so I went round to have a look, and sure enough, as I peered through the semi-open door, I could see dozens and dozens of starlings. Now starlings are legal quarry still in Northern Ireland, but through the scope I could hardly see the birds well enough with the darkness of the shed and the light shining through the slats and the walls to actually get a clear shot. But I'm actually surprised that the footage you see now is actually better through the Shot Trak than what I was seeing through the scope at the time. So I decided to make my way on into the shed and see if there was somewhere handy that I could set up and possibly get a shot at something bigger that would come into the shed once things settled down, like a magpie or a jackdaw. And sure enough, I found a nice chest high wall that gave me a lovely steady aim using the little Dutch bag I bought not so long ago. And it wasn't too long till I noticed a jackdaw had come into the shed and landed in one of the water pipes suspended from the ceiling. It wasn't making it too easy for me to get a bead on him with a rifle, and sure enough he dropped down onto the floor, as well as a magpie, which didn't give me an opportunity for a shot. Once they get down onto the floor to feed, I can't get a safe shot at him, so I'll have to let them be. But it wasn't too long till I noticed a magpie up on the back wall. Now whether or not it was the same one that landed, I don't know, but it was very difficult to see him once he got up onto that slatted wall with the sunlight shining through it. But I managed to get a shot off through his shoulder into his heart. He flew to the other side of the shed, bounced off the wall and dropped dead onto the floor. So I got the rifle reloaded and ready for another opportunity with one of the little Weihrauch F&T special pellets. And sure enough, another jackdaw came in, sat almost in exactly the same spot, but this time he went down nice and cleanly with a shot to the heart. And then again a third bird. This time though I decided to go for a headshot, and just missed him, the pellet plucking a few feathers from the side of his head as it whizzed by him. I should have stuck with a heart and lung shot. I got myself reloaded again and ready, and after a wee bit more of a wait, I got another opportunity. And took the bird nice and cleanly, this time again with a heart shot. After a bit more of a wait, I got another opportunity, as there was 2 or 3 birds flew into the shed. Now I wasn't quite sure what to put my sights on, as there was a magpie sitting still, but then this jackdaw came in and gave me a nice easy 20-yard shot. Now, I don't know what happened, as I'm pretty sure the pellet hit him square in the chest, as I got a little flurry of feathers, but the bird still managed to fly out of the shed. Now, whether he dropped dead after that, I don't know, as I never could find him, even though I did have a very good look around the back of the shed afterwards. Now, while I was standing there waiting, I could hear birds outside the shed behind me, so I went to have a wee bit of a look-see, and found that one of the sheets of tin had been loosened at the bottom, and it gave enough of a crack that you could see out through. Now, I didn't want to push the gun barrel out through the tin, because it would have spooked the birds right away, but I found that one of the bars in the pen here gave me just a great positional height to get a shot at birds in the tree. And I took this magpie with a headshot. The tree was about 25 yards away. Now, as you can see, this really got the rest of the birds going. I honestly can't remember when I saw as many magpies in a tree as I have here. They were just going clean mad. So I decided to take another opportunity. Now, what bird I'm going for, you'll just have to wait till it drops, because there's that many there. It's hard to explain which one it was. But just look at the right hand side of the tree. But I dropped him with a nice heart and lung shot. I'm sure I could have shot one or two more, but I noticed that the birds were landing in the slurry tank, and I was worried if I couldn't retrieve them that they might cause blockages with the slurry tanker the next time it's sucking a load up, so I held my fire for another day. Well, that's not a bad bag for the Shot Trak's first outing, and hopefully there'll be many more to come.